Hey guys, it's the cheap tech geek here. Just another guy who loves gadgets and technology, but really can't afford them. Um, so today I want to talk about my experiences with the Surface Duo. Not really the Surface Duo, but the case that I bought from Amazon. And I actually bought the case, but I didn't use the case when I had dropped it, and I cracked I cracked the Surface Duo, the back screen of it, and when something bad like that happens, you're thinking, what if, what should have could have happened if I did things differently. And it was always kind of been nagging. Then all of a sudden, as browsing through YouTube, like a lot of us are, I ran into this video here by Uthur Tech, and he pretty much answered my question if I had this case on. So before we begin, and I'll play his video for you, I just want you guys to know that I'm recording this video on my Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus 5G because of its ability to do basically screen recording while I'm using the camera. Although I have to like start the video and then pause it, because if I don't, then what happens is the camera after a time just disappears on its own because of inactivity. But I'm able to also watch a YouTube video, and you guys can also hear it. I can comment on it, so it just makes a lot of the video processing a little bit more convenient without having to use a lot of video editing software or apps on a desktop or an iPad or something like that. Maybe I'll do something about how I make my videos later. But let's see what Uthur Tech, what he experienced.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the episode. It's been about a week and a half since I put a video out. New fiscal year at work, a lot going on, and I broke it.
So did I.
Here's a new case. Let's talk about it. So about a week and a half ago, I went to sit this on the counter, and apparently I didn't do a very good job of it. And the computer, and it fell. I don't know if you can really see the crack.
It's a pretty bad crack. It's actually worse than mine.
You can really get it now. Yeah. So, yeah, it cracked pretty good. And I was already having some other issues with it, and I wasn't very happy about it.
Okay, well, I can totally understand and relate about not being happy when I broke and cracked mine. So that was the point. So he answered the question. Even if I had the case on, wouldn't have mattered. It would have broken anyway. Now, Uthur Tech actually totally does not recommend you to get this case. It's just a piece of plastic. Watch his video. The link will be down below. It's a very good and enlightening video. Nice to know about his experiences with it. It's some similarities, but also some things I didn't have. Like he had a little bit more with the software issues with the latest update, or his update, maybe the January update. Okay, so now, just to let you know, he points it out too. It doesn't make any sense. This case is kind of silly in the sense that there's a little notch here for you to eject the SIM card. But how do you eject the SIM card? I mean, either you extend this all the way and then you can eject SIM. It doesn't make sense why this is here, because you can't eject the SIM card because it's underneath the plastic here. And it does feel like pretty cheap plastic. Now, for me, is I do like the overall protection if I place it down on a counter or something like that, so that works for me. I'm going to open it up just so that you can see. I broke it in a restaurant without the case on. So I had it in my pocket, and then when I got up, it fell down and hit the concrete ground. I bought this Surface Duo secondhand, and it already had the skin on it. So I don't know if this is a 3M or a D brand skin. So I just, but I liked it. I like the color. I actually don't like the white, and I don't understand Microsoft's reasoning behind putting 4 panels of glass on each side. I mean, maybe they thought it looked more premium, or just like the fact that it would be slipperier and you would end up dropping it and maybe, buying a new one or getting it fixed. I would have been happy with just plastic. you know, a really nice plastic would have been fine, or even if they went with the Surface Pro, their laptop lineups, and put the magnesium metal around it, I would have been happy with that. But glass, it just didn't make sense because it doesn't even have wireless charging. So why? And it's also pretty heavy. So probably added more weight to it. So anyway, so what happened is when I dropped it, it hit a corner here. And you can see it right there. Let's see, yeah. It's kind of chipped away. That dark spot is the hinge on the other side. And then it's kind of like sloped off here because a chip of it fell off. Now this is one corner where it got damaged, and then the other side is over here, which is the opposite side for some reason. Let me pull the skin off so you can see. Now, fortunately, like I said, I think that I got off pretty lucky. So that's what it looks. This is what mine looks like, and that's without the case on. Okay. Now, I don't know what distance his computer desk was, but I think it would have been very similar to me sitting at a chair in a restaurant. And I think, you know, if I had the case on, I don't think it would have made a difference. So I'm keeping the skin on, so it's good. But its function and everything like that is still fine. I haven't had any issues with it. Uthur Tech definitely does not recommend getting this case, but I still, sometimes I carry the case with me. They're not that heavy with the phone's not in it. I usually carry the back part. Because sometimes if I want to, it's not always very convenient to always open your phone, and then with the case you can't even bend it back to take a phone call. But sometimes I leave it in this position and try to use it like a normal phone, and then I just put the case on one side. So this way it's the same thing that you would have on any iPhone, any other Samsung phone and stuff like that. But now I have a case to protect the back that I can lay it down if I want to use it where I want to prop it up. I still have this ability to do it this way as well. So I do, but then if I wanted the tablet mode, I would have to open it up and then kind of take the other side off, and then I have it in tablet mode. So yeah, so sometimes I carry it and then I will put it back on the other side, and if I wanted to use it like a laptop mode here, then I can. So that's my take on it. I don't think that, I mean, I'm glad I saw his video. It answered the question that if I had the case on, it would have still broken. And the other thing was, they had several other designs with colors and everything, and I'm so happy that I didn't order 3. I only ordered the 1. I think it's good to have at least 1. I haven't looked at any other cases because there aren't a lot of cases that's made for it. I don't like to use the bumper, number 1. I actually don't like the glass and the design of the cover, so I prefer to have it all protected. Or just go with the skin itself, or get a skin to put on the other side. That makes it a little bit grippier, and I thought it was just nicer just to have it. So yeah, watch Uthur Tech's video. The link will be down below. I hope my experiences shed some, I don't know, information for you. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next round. Bye, everybody.